Hello, my friends, and welcome to our next camping adventure. Cheers to you, folks. Got some nice hot coffee today because our temperature's a little on the cool side, but my goodness, I've been looking forward to this camping trip all week. Well, my friends, appreciate y'all coming along. Y'all buckle up, grab your beverage choice. I'll find my keys, and we'll get red going. Oh, just excited. You folks take care, and I'll see you when we get to that campground. Let's go. All right, my friends, well, we've made it down here. And here's our little campsite for tonight. Got Red pretty much situated. But it's a nice little campsite, and the birds are already coming out. Holy catfish, that is nice. Well, my friends, we'll get some things set up in Red, and then we'll grab us a seat. Appreciate y'all coming along. Y'all take care, and we'll catch up directly. Holy catfish. Hold on a second, my friends. Just getting ready to grab me a beer, and this joker flew up and landed in this tree right next to our campsite. That is a big bird. Oh, and there he goes. Well, that was wacky to start off our adventure. I was getting ready to grab my chair. All right, I think I'll just skip right to this. Wow. Let me grab us a chair, my friends. Cheers to you, my friends. Well, that was a little crazy. I'll say that. Oh my goodness! Just barely start to get everything set up in Red, and a big old turkey vulture comes along. I still got to set things up. That just threw me all off. Laying this tree right here, right next to our campsite, but that was pretty neat. I'll grant that. And it looks like we've got some neighbors moving in. I see some people just pulled in, and it looks like they're getting ready to set up a tent. But I'm not surprised. I mean, actually, I am, but I'm not. I'm not surprised there's not a lot of campers out right now because we've had a ton of rain this week. Holy cow. And it rained this morning, but as the closer we got to the campground, the clearer the skies got. So I was pretty happy about that. Oh, my friends, and for dinner tonight, to kick off what I'm going to call summer. We're not to the first day officially of summer yet, but I think we're close enough. I wanted to make an old-fashioned patty melt. So we'll be breaking out our cast iron skillet and give that a go tonight because I think that sounded pretty good. Well, my friends, I think I'm just going to kick back here and relax for a while before we get dinner going because as I may have mentioned earlier, the temperatures are pretty nice right now and it's not raining. So I'm going to enjoy this a little bit sitting out here outdoors, and let's see what other critters might wander up today. Who knows? Oh my goodness. All my friends, appreciate y'all coming along on this little camping adventure. I truly do. So with that being said, it's time to kick back and unwind for a bit. Y'all take care, and we'll catch up about dinner time. I'm getting hungry, my friends. I think we need to get dinner going. All right, my friends. Took me a minute, but we got the stove leveled off because we're on a slope. But hey, what campsite isn't? But the first thing we need to do is I'm going to chop up an onion because we're going to caramelize some onions for our patty melt. So that's going to take me a few minutes, and then once we get that all accomplished, we'll move back. We'll move over to the stove. All right, my friends, what I've done here is I put about a couple tablespoons of olive oil in here and 2 tablespoons of butter so we can get these onions going, because they're actually going to take a little while. There we go. And I'm going to let these cook down just a little bit, and then we're going to add some salt to it. And then we'll get the cast iron out here pretty soon, and I got a big patty that we're going to cook up, because I tried to make one big enough that would be a little bit bigger than the bread, so let's hope. Well, we're about halfway there, my friends. I'll tell you what, this is what takes the longest, is to caramelize onions, I swear. All right, my friends, the onions are done. I've got them transferred to a bowl here. I'll tell you what, a whole onion doesn't make a whole lot of caramelized onion, let me tell you that. But we're gonna need that pan again. And I went ahead and got the cast iron heating up. I got about a tablespoon or so of olive oil I put in the bottom. So let's get this guy ready. Just a little bit of salt and pepper. I think that's pretty much all we're going to need. Turn the heat down just a little bit. It's getting low. All right, let's see if we can get this devil in here. Oh yeah, that pan is ready to go. That's a good sound. And also, that's why I needed the other pan. I'm going to toast up. I brought some rye bread that we're going to toast up in the other pan. So I'm going to go ahead and get this buttered up. I think I can only do one at a time, so I'll do the best we can. All right, my friends, we are ready to flip this big old dude. Whoops, kind of folded in there. I'm gonna turn that heat back just a little bit. Let's go ahead and get our onions and our cheese on here because our bread's ready. There's a whole onion right there, I'll tell you what. We got Swiss cheese. Hopefully I can get the package open. Ah, there's the edge. I already tore the little top thing off of it. There we go. I'm part now. Here directly, my friends, we'll be plating up. Oh, my mercy, my friends. For something you would think is a pretty simple sandwich, it was a little time consuming. Grant that. Let's see. Oh, I also brought a couple of dill pickle spears. Get them on the plate. I'm letting that sandwich cool just a little bit. And I, pardon me, and I put an extra piece of cheese on the other bread too. So got 3 pieces of Swiss on there. Cheers, my friends. I'm hungry. Okay, and I don't know what most people top their patty melts with, but I'm going to go with a little bit of Thousand Island dressing. If the cheese will let go. Ooh, my goodness. I think that might be more than plenty right there. I want a little bit, but not a crazy amount. Looks good. All right, let's see how this joker turned out. It still shrunk up smaller than the bread. And that was half a pound of 80-20, by the way. Oh yeah, that looks pretty good, my friends. Well, let's give it a taste and we'll dive into dinner. That is really good. Holy catfish. Lost an onion. Oh, and I did bring some chips too. Almost like a classic deli or diner lunch. Well, there we go. I win. Apologies, my friend. I don't know what I said, but apparently the camera thought I said stop. But we got some chips too. So let me go ahead and, well, I'm going to tear into dinner here and just enjoy this nice, peaceful little evening. Even though we got more campers that moved in, everybody's keeping pretty quiet. So everybody, appreciate you hanging in there this long. Y'all take care, and we'll catch up after dinner. That hits the spot. That is a tasty sandwich. All right, my friends. Well, that was a fantastic dinner. I will say that. But we need to get a campfire going. It's already after 8 o'clock. Oh my gosh. This day's just flown by. Let's see. What do I want here? There we go. my gosh, there's that vulture again. And a crow. Imagine he smelled dinner, but he's going to be sorry out of luck. I ate every bit of that. Getting low. Oh, so nice out here, my friends. Still got a joker in there. All right, my friends, I'm going to tend to our campfire here and get our dinner mess cleaned up. Appreciate you hanging in there, my friends. Got to keep an eye on it. This is how I transport my dirty dishes. Cheers to you, my friends. Mess is all cleaned up. We'll be stoking up this fire here directly. It's kind of tamed down on us a little bit. But oh my gosh, this has just been a fantastic day. We've got a nice solid breeze. It's keeping the temperatures down. Next week we're going to be in the 80s. So let's enjoy what we can. Tonight it's supposed to get down right at 60 or below, so that's gonna be pretty comfortable in my opinion. I do pretty well in the back of red in those temperatures. But oh my gosh, dinner, that worked out great, my friends. That's the first time I've made a patty melt at camp, and it turned out pretty good. And I swear, no matter how hard I try, I can never get a patty that's actually bigger than the bread. Those jokers shrink up. And I was using, if I didn't mention, I was using 80-20 ground beef. Hello, buddy. It's been pretty nice. The birds have been pretty active, so that's been really nice to listen to. And as I mentioned, we do have some other campers, but they've been pretty polite, I guess, for lack of a better term. But speaking of cooking, just to let you guys know, I'm planning on our next adventure. I've got it's not a new recipe, but it's gonna be new for us at the campground. Pardon me. But it's an old recipe, and some of you may be familiar with it, but there's probably going to be a number of you going, is this guy crazy? What's he doing? But it's going to work out pretty good, my friends. It truly will. So, here's to you. Our sun's setting over my shoulder, and I'm going to stoke up this fire and just let dark catch up with us. So everybody out there, y'all take care. I'll see you in the morning. That's nice, my friends. Birds are just zipping all over the camp. I'm afraid to move, my friends, but a cardinal has just landed in the tree right over here next to me. Big old red dude. Good morning, buddy. Oh, it's a male and a female. Oh, there he goes. And there she goes. She's chasing after him. Oh my goodness, that was pretty neat. We have had quite a bit of bird activity here at the camp. They've been flying in and landing in the grass and just all over the place. Oh my goodness. Well, I digress. Good morning, campers. I got distracted. Oh my gosh, this has been a pretty nice morning. I'll tell you what. It's a little chilly, but not bad at all. I'll give it that. And last night was pretty nice. Bird just fly. I'm sorry for the distraction, but the birds are all over the place around me here right now. Oop, there goes another one. Oh, and our buddy the cardinal is over there hiding underneath a tree now. This is pretty neat. Oh my goodness. It's been a trip of birds, I'd say. The crows are, oh, there goes another bird. Sorry, I'm just distracted right and left. Let me pay attention. I apologize. Dinner last night was really good. Holy catfish. It's been a minute since I've made a patty melt at all alone at the camp. But man, that was a good sandwich. Holy cow. Man, last night was it was nice. It was peaceful. The temperatures were nice. I got my jacket on this morning because when I first got out of red, it was a little bit cool. But we're warming up pretty good. And there goes some more birds. Oh my gosh, I apologize, my friends. They're just right out of camera shot. Oh, well, my friends, I'm going to sit here and enjoy watching these birds flutter around for a bit and finish off what's left of my coffee before we pack up red and head back to the city. So everybody out there, I just want to tell you how much I appreciate you coming along on my little camping adventures. I truly do. This was a nice one, and we've got a very pleasant morning, I will say that. So everybody out there, y'all take care, and as always, I'll see you soon. Here's another one. Oh my goodness. Whoop.